get to see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. Tennessee put the big into the Big Orange as they blew out Alabama the last time they met.
I mean, this rivalry meaning so much, and Tennessee smashing the Crimson Tide last year has to do a lot for their confidence. And Palmer, you know the Crimson Tide having a year to stew on that will be a little bit upset.
Alabama was embarrassed last year. Fans, I feel like, have been talking about that game for a year leading up to this one, so they know they've got to be firing on all cylinders early in this game.
The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Off-play action on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Sanders. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. On the run, it's Bishop. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of...
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Volunteers! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield, it's Beck. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Fires to the middle. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback adapting. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside.
Oh, he's got some space. 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this team.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. Hits the crease. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Got a little space. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Smacks it with the stiff arm. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Quick step and go. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Moore will throw. He's got it on the run. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on the offense?
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Fakes to grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose.
Pickup on the option play, but how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
He's out of bounds at the 42. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll try the run. Past the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's It's complete on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west.
Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Touchdown, Tennessee! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After that last completion, it's second down. Off the play fake. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Let's talk about Alabama. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion,
the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Using the quick game. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The tag. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Moore to the air. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Matthews. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. At 20, he's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Into the house. Touchdown ball.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity.
Mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up and they cannot get it done.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to throw, it's back. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback getting through the progression.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Number 32 on to punt it away.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jefferson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So here is the Tennessee offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Making side adjustments here. Moore will throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. He'll take another shot here. Finds a spot in the middle. They make the stop, and this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fires to the big fella. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Tennessee 49, Alabama 10.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll operate out of split backs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the market at the 29. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass, it's Beck. Catch in the middle, it's Young. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. Caught near the sticks, it's Scott. At the 40, there he goes. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Trying play action. Under fire. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Coming out with it, it's Lewis.
The return is tackled down at the 20. And the Tennessee offense rolls into
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Bring in the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional ground.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Snags it down the right side. Running free. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Football time in Tennessee is all big orange right now as the Vols have built a big lead.
And you can hear the Tennessee fans, and they're yelling Rocky Top at the top of their lungs. Tennessee's got it going. Jesse, later in the game, second half, this is right where they wanted to be.
I just think momentum's a real thing, and they've been able to ride that momentum here in the second half. When plays have presented themselves, they've taken advantage of those opportunities, and that's why Rocky Top is pulling away.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Handoff from the gun. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in this.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Here's the pressure. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. Go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes. But you got to find something to have success.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. From the gun, the running back looking for room. At the 45 on his way. He's loose on the right. Touchdown Vols! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 4 over Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here is the Tennessee offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Bounced right back to them.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
He'll toss it. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. Wide open spaces. Touchdown Volunteers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked up. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
That's caught. It's Riley. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
And the returner will be brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Looking for room at the 30. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown ball. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to go up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The Vols have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, he's got some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. On the option. Now the pitch. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll keep it on the sneak. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the first and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Now from inside the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. So here is the Tennessee offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game.
There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for room. It's Bishop. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets
and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air. It's Fafita. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Wants to go up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Tonight it's Tennessee who will celebrate its victory throughout the Volunteer State as they have turned back the tide to lay claim to this rivalry once again. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.